Hi, and welcome to Mom Space God's Grace podcast. I'm Lala, and if you're navigating change, growth, and learning how to choose peace over pressure, you're in the right place. So let's get into today's conversation. So today's episode is about healing from trauma that shows up in your present life. Sometimes we think we moved on, and our fear, our reaction, our exhaustion tells a different story. So today I want to talk about how our past traumas shows up in our present lives and maybe talk about what healing can look like. Of course, it's triggering to talk about trauma and, revisiting that part of your life. But if it's affecting your current life, we need to heal. We need to heal. So whether it's, you know, through God, therapy, or both, um, this is your sign to start healing. This is your sign to prioritize you and your peace of mind. Feeling triggered out of nowhere is definitely a sign of trauma. When we're triggered out of nowhere, that trauma is deep. We don't mean to react, in that way in the moment, and the person may be absolutely confused, but it just happens. So if in that moment someone yells and you yell back, in that moment someone, hits the table and you jump, and understand that it's not the person, it's your triggers, it's your trauma. I know a lot of times, those who don't know us or don't know our traumas may think that we're overreacting. They may think that, we're doing too much or confused. And I know that can be frustrating or even feeling ashamed. You don't need to feel shame. You don't need to feel like you're overreacting, because your traumas are meaningful. They have a meaning that's not, out of nowhere. So today, I want you to stop feeling ashamed for the trauma that someone else caused. They shouldn't have a hold of you anymore. Not anymore. No more. And I know it's easier said than done, but let's fight it together. Let's pray about it. If you are a person who still struggles with faith, I understand. I was there. But I want you to know that God is intentional. He is so intentional. And I'm not saying that what occurred should have happened, but it happened for a reason. Unfortunately, God may put us in positions where He has to break us, to strengthen us, to rebuild us in our most powerful way. I'm not saying that you won't be hurt again, but God's intentions are real. He's so intentional. And trust me, I was one of those people that would be like, God, why me? Why did this happen to me? Like, it is very easy to question faith, even lose hope. But I promise you, everything God does is for a purpose, is for a reason. He never said it would be easy. When you rise from that pain, it's going to be your most beautiful, most amazing testimony. I promise you that. And then you can tell a story and help someone else. Because I genuinely think that the reason God breaks us through whatever we go through is so that we can have a testimony and believe and come to Him. Get closer to Him, get closer to Him. That's the goal. That's the point. Because if everything was perfect, then we wouldn't need Him, right? Think about it. I feel like when we are far from Him, that's when He puts us through those tests that we're just like, why is this happening? Well, because we're not seeking him. And I'm not going to call it punishment, but it's a revelation of why we need him. Because once we put him in front of our lives and anything that we're doing, everything lines up. It does. It will. Trusting. You lose trust. Trusting. You have difficulties trusting, and it's normal because the trauma that we endure comes from those that are the closest to us. And yes, family. Family. Unfortunately, I came across a video, a documentary, and 89% of people who have gone through traumas in their life has been through family members. People can't just be like, oh, you have trust issues. Well, yeah, of course I have trust issues if the person or the people that were supposed to protect me when I was young hurt me. So if somebody that knows you so well can cause pain and trauma, someone who don't know you from a hole in the wall can do damage. Trauma, whether it's from a family member or not, will absolutely cause trust issues. So that's valid. That's valid. Don't ever let anybody make you feel, again, that you're overreacting for not being trustworthy or, being too extreme with. There's reasons, and you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Those who love you and understand your pain and understand your testimony and everything that you've been through, those are the only ones that you need by your side. Anyone else that is judging, anyone else that is rushing you to trust and to heal, and you don't need that around you. It makes sense. Do you feel like you're always on survival mode? If so, then understand that's trauma, because you don't know anyone's intentions. You don't know what anyone can do, so you're just on constant guard. If you're always on survival mode, it's valid. It makes sense because you don't know people's intentions. You don't know what anyone is capable of doing if you already endured what you endured. So understand that those are valid feelings. I mean, does it feel good? No, absolutely not. Of course not. But it's like, you are your safe space. That's just what it is. You are your safe space. The only person that you know that can protect you without a doubt, after you went through trauma, after you went through something that just is you. I know. It is very sad. You want to have a village to lean on and feel protected, and unfortunately, when you don't heal from that trauma, that's non-existent. It's you, yourself, and you. When you go through trauma, you take two routes. It's either emotional numbness or just constant anxiety, which both are just awful. I had and have both of those feelings. There are times that I feel numb. I don't want to be around my family. I don't want, when I say family, I mean, like, I don't want to be around people who could have protected me. And eventually down the line, we'll get into that. But for me, I become numb. I am numb when it comes to that side of the family where I feel actually could have protected me. I also feel anxiety because what if I'm around them and I freeze and I can't protect myself again? Or what if I snap? Like, I don't know how to feel sometimes, and those are two valid emotions. Understand that it's normal to feel that, because again, you're on guard. So I know you're tired. I know it feels so tiring even when it's calm, you're tired because your mind is constantly running, thinking, overthinking. And that is not peace. It's not. And I'm sorry you're going through it. And I want you to know that, again, God is intentional. And you will get through it. But you have to seek Him. You have to seek Him. You have to talk to Him. Because we are only flesh. We are only a piece of flesh. There's only but so much that we can carry. So bring it all to Him. Bring it to Him. Bring it to Him. And He will take care of you. He will guide you. He is the way. He's the answer. I promise you. Unfortunately, trauma doesn't stay in the past. It travels with us. It shows up in our relationships, in our parenting, in our faith, even in our bodies. I want to be honest and say that I thought I was healed until I was given the opportunity to be around those that could have protected me, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So I chose not to go, not to be around. And I felt like a relief, which lets me know I'm not healed. Yeah. I did a lot of people pleasing as I grew up, even in the present. A lot of people pleasing. I was always scared to lose people. I was a yes man person. I would go above and beyond for people, even when treated like crap. I was there head first, no matter what, because I was scared to lose people. So it didn't matter how they treated me. I did not value myself enough because of my traumas. I know I'm not fully healed, but I am growing, and I'm proud of myself. And you should be too. You should. Every day that you show up for yourself, whether it's makeup, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, going to work, for your children, that is a 1% more than what you did yesterday. Do you understand? Every day that you wake up is a blessing from the Lord, because He is pushing you to be a better you, because He knows it's in you. He's with you, but you have to want it. You gotta fight it. You can do it, not alone, with Him by your side, but you can do it 100%. He believes in you because you're waking up every day. And I want you to understand, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Mom. I'm proud of you. Wife, sister, friend, you. I'm so proud of you. Your trauma does not define you. It's attached to you, but it doesn't define you. And that's where I want you to understand. I used to use it as an excuse for my behaviors, but I realized no. Lauren is not that. Lauren is kind and sweet and funny. I lost her for a while because, but you are you. You're not it. It's a part of you, but it's not you. It's not. One of the scriptures that can get you through whatever you're going through is in Psalm. The righteous cries out, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as with a remorseful spirit. This is Psalm 34:17 to 18. If you believe in the Lord and you're going through what you're going through, He's listening. Just talk to Him. He's listening. If you have a broken heart, you're hurt, you're in pain, He's listening. If your heart is not pure, He may have difficulties listening to you. If the trauma is causing you to be angry, to be troubled, if your anger is causing you to cause pain in others, to do evil things, He's not going to help you. He's not going to listen to your prayers. He's just not. I think that we need to be careful with, how we heal with our traumas, because if you go the route of causing pain to others, your trauma and your pain and healing is going to be non-existent, and it may even multiply. I'm sorry. Please do not move with malice. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. It's not going to work. I never was a person to move with malice, but I did have thoughts of, I hope, whatever they go through, they don't. That is not your doing. You are not God to try to judge someone by hurting them or, causing them pain. That's not your job. It's not. I feel like often we forget that we are not God. We're not. Please move with love. As hard as it is, move with love. Healing doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. That's not what healing is. It means letting God meet us where it still hurts. You hear that? Come to Him with all your pain, all your troubles, and He'll meet you there. He will. If you can, you can write this down. It's up to you. But I am in therapy, and I write things down. I, write my notes. I also go to church, so I have two forms of therapy. And writing helps me. So I want to help us in our healing journey, and I want to ask you to take some notes. It helps. It helps me. One of the things, whenever you're ready, no pressure, write down your triggers. What triggers you? What triggers you? Write it down. Whether it's yelling, sounds, noise, someone lying to you. What triggers you what triggers you that, it takes you back to that trauma? Whenever you're in the moment and something happens that triggers your trauma, you should name that trigger in the moment. It helps. It helps with healing, because communication is everything. What if the other person on the other side don't really understand your pain, your trauma, your triggers? So I don't like when you yell. It makes me nervous, makes me anxious. If you can just talk to me, at a lower volume, or just try not to yell. It triggers me. I think it's important to, name your triggers without any type of judgment. Like, I don't know if this is weird, but please don't apologize for your triggers. Just name them. Express what it is. Hey, I don't really like, when you throw things, because, it makes me nervous and scared. I promise you, once you start naming or expressing your triggers in the moment, live, or even through whatever it is, naming it, you will see. It's a form of power, like you start getting power back, your life back. You're in control in a positive way, but you're in control of your surroundings to start feeling safe again, start feeling whole again. Yeah. Pausing before reacting. It's helped me. As little action has helped me a lot. I was super reactive. Oh my God. It was bad. It was bad. But that pause helps you analyze, helps you breathe, put your thoughts together, understand what's actually happening, which may not be as bad because you're not connecting it to your trauma. It's important to take that pause, because once you take that pause, you can be in the present versus the past. Can I get an amen? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Number 3, journaling. Journaling is everything. It's helped me a lot. Journaling has helped me tremendously. Honestly, I'm so grateful for the prayer journals that I've purchased and used. I'm going to link them, and I'm telling you, it has helped me tremendously. I swear by it. You should too. The reason I started to journal was because I felt like I kept dumping on my family, and it's only but so much that we can dump on people that we love, and because you want to be fair too. So, but also journaling and praying at the same time, like praying and journaling together, is such like it's a therapy session in itself. Like, you feel so good because not only are you pouring out in the paper, right, but you're pouring out to the Lord. Like, God, I need you. Lord, I need you. This is what happened to me. I leave it in your hands. Restore or guide me, whatever it is. Combine those two. Clutch. As I mentioned, I am in therapy once a week on Sundays right after church. And I wanted to combine the two to give me both that faith and hope and just that strength, the spiritual strength, but also that cognitive, mental guidance. So it's a perfect balance, guys. I highly recommend a support group. It doesn't have to be a therapist. It can be a support group, or just someone, because again, we can't do this alone. You can't. We shouldn't. We have to give ourselves permission to heal slowly. We need to heal slowly. Why are we rushing to be perfect? That's not realistic. It's not realistic. And I feel like that's when we spiral, when we try to act. Here's the thing. When you try to act like you're okay, things become worse because you subconsciously don't realize that you are still hurting those around you, or you're still easily being triggered. Doesn't help. When you move fast, like in a vehicle, you crash. Slow. Pace yourself. There's no need to rush. Those who love you, more specifically, God, He's with you. Move with pace, because you want to make sure you heal properly, like a scar, right? If you're scarred right now, it's not going to heal within, a few months. We're not going to put time on it, but understand that it will take time. It's not going to take days, hours, minutes, years. Sometimes healing is a long road, and you have to be patient. But more importantly, those around you that support you, should be patient as well. Because I know it can be very frustrating when you're misunderstood, or when you feel like, oh my God, if I don't fix me, I'm going to feel alone. I'm going to be left alone. And you're not. Understand, you are never alone. Please know that. You're not alone. Even if you feel like you don't have a physical being around you, you have God all around you. In you, in front of you, behind you, beside you. And once you understand that you're not alone, like ever, That healing process is going to be beautiful, strong, powerful. And that testimony, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait for us to heal in our spiritual amazing power with next to the Lord, with the Lord, with us, beside us, behind us. I want to close with this. If today's episode spoke to you, I want you to know you are not broken. I'm going to say it again. You are not broken. You're not. You are becoming aware. And that is a good step. It's a great step. Healing starts with awareness. You can't act on something you don't know what you're doing. So, you took the first step. You're aware. You understand that you're not feeling whole right now. And that's huge. It's a big deal. And I want you to know, more importantly, more than anything, you don't have to do it alone. You don't. It's not healthy. It's not safe. It's not realistic. It's not. I understand that now. I want you to understand that too. If you feel like someone you love or know can benefit from this message, this conversation today, please feel free to share. It can touch another person's heart. It can help them to get awareness, and they can take their first steps as well of healing. So on the next episode, we're going to cover on how trauma can affect us in many ways: relationships, our faith, our motherhood. And I look forward to seeing you there. But as always, remember to give yourself some grace. I love you.